Yeah. All right. So my voice could, the beat could come down a tiny bit, and my voice could come up a lot. Yeah.
Alright, what's up y'all? It's Cozy.Nae and I'm back with part 2 of my wash day. Bars again. So after we've washed our locks, our beautiful locks, we want to oil our scalp now. Now it's a long list, but we're here together to do this. Bars again, but I'm not a rapper. I'm gonna have my mixture, and at the bottom of my mixture it is the stuff that's inside of here, skin and nail pills, and I just shake it up. This mixture includes carrot oil, Jamaican black castor oil, Do Grow stimulating hair oil, peppermint oil, a little bit of lavender oil just for scent, even though these oils don't stink. The only oil that I think that stinks is wild growth, but it helps your hair grow. Tea tree oil, olive oil, even though that's almost gone. A bit of rose water. See, I was too neat. Jojoba oil. I also usually have like olive oil and rose water mixed into one bottle, and you see how it sits on top of it. I shake it up, so I'm spraying water and oil on my hair. These are all of the oils. So I mixed them all. I didn't do no specific measurements, and I put them all in this bottle. Sometimes I put this on my scalp by itself. This peppermint oil is actually spray I honestly forgot about, and spraying it on your scalp right after wash is refreshing. This is peppermint essential oil, 100%, and the brand is Guru Nanda. Jamaican black castor oil. I use this on my edges, and I put a very small amount in here because the oil is very thick, and although Jamaican black castor is good for your hair, it can actually cause buildup because it's so thick. Lavender oil I only used a little bit because I don't even feel like it should even be put in your hair. They say it's for scent, but the oils, they don't stink to me. The only thing that stinks that you put in your hair is the rice water, but that don't stink. It only stinks if you try to refrigerate it and keep it for over 48 hours or maybe even over 24 hours. Wild growth, like those are the only two things that stink. If y'all got your own mask that might stink, then that's just that. What I do first is get my mixture, and I just put 3 hair, skin, and nail pills in here. I think any brand will be fine. I just use the Costco brand, the little pink bottle, the white bottle with the pink paper around it. Shake this and just apply it to my scalp, and this actually smells good. And I think what makes it smell good is the wild growth oil, and the jojoba oil smells pretty good. One thing that does also stink is Jamaican black castor oil. Oh my goodness, it smells exactly like cigarette ashes, like cigarettes. Don't know why, don't know how, don't know where, but I mean to make your hair grow. Right now what I'm doing, I massage my scalp, massage the oil into my scalp. Sometimes when I'm bored, I just do all methods. Like I'll do this and then do the inversion method, which is hanging upside down for like 4 minutes. It's supposed to rush blood flow to your scalp. Whatever works, whatever don't work. Either way, how I can tell y'all a little mini story time. It's not really a story time. I said previously in the video when I was sick that I grew my hair to bra strap length. Don't know if this is bra strap length. On the back of the bra, my hair was down here. I showed you guys, I think it was in my 2-month video. I showed you guys what it was like loose and blow dry. So I grew it to that simply by just leaving it alone. Like everybody always says it, but literally leave it alone. Like I used to do the 2 buns, the space buns. They're just 2 buns, 2 ponytails, 1 ponytail, 1 bun, 1 low slick bun, buns with hats under over them. And when I tell y'all, besides wigs, because most people put the glue in the wig right before your hairline, so you shouldn't be losing hair anyways, but sometimes somehow it just finds a way to snatch your hats. Actually thin your lip. They irritate your edges and thin your edges, and I love me some hats, you know. I love me some hats. Some of my scalp is sore. I think it's just because my hair is growing, but I just grew it by keeping it in braids, wearing wigs, no leave out, closures and frontals only. And sometimes I have my rough days because I was doing my wigs and weaves myself because I was saving money and I didn't have a job at the time, so my parents and stuff was paying for the hair, so I had to make do and put it in myself. And there was times where it looked good, and then it got to a point where when I first got it, it'll be bomb, and then after a couple of uses, it was like, well. But it was because I didn't know how to take the glue all the way off the lace, but you just soak it in a bowl with some alcohol. You'll be solid. But that grew my hair. Like, I don't want to say I had a big chop, because I hate when people do big chops and be like, oh, how I grew my hair to waist length or whatever, and they say they big chop, but they big chop be like in 2013 and it be 2019. Like, girl, your hair just grew from the big chop. Like, your hair was gonna grow like that regardless. Now that 1 year and even a few months, that growth, now that is like a video somebody gonna want to watch, you know. But the shortest I have cut my hair is like this short, and I was like 14, and that's the shortest I did it. But it was my fault. I took like 38 years to cut my ends, and I had like literally this much of dead ends. And I was just talking about wild growth. I use wild growth I used to have box braids individuals when they were in, and that's what I used, and it grew my hair like 3 months, grew my hair from right here to like right here, like really, really long. But then after, like, I noticed that, I'm not changing the subject, but I noticed that when you don't care about your hair or just do whatever, it grows. Like, when I used to always straighten my hair, it was long, you know. But then there was a time where I had dyed my whole head blonde, like blonde, honey blonde, like my whole head. I only did it because I wanted to see my hair grow, but it was falling out as it was growing, so it was, and I tried to just do twist outs to keep it natural, keep it in braids. It was not growing. I don't know if I wasn't doing something right or what, but when you just stop caring or keep your hair under braids and wigs, and as soon as you wash it, blow dry it, braid it, put it back into another hairstyle or back into under a wig or a closure and some tracks, you're not paying attention to it, it just grows. So it's just like, you got to take care of it, but leave it alone. But see, with locks, you watch your hair grow, you know, and it's exciting to watch. Like, girl, boy, whoever watching, I had a dream like my hair was like last night, like down my back, and I was like, this is not real. And it's because I woke up like a few minutes before that, like, so I was half asleep, and I was like, it's not real, but it feels so real, and it just gave me hope. Because this ugly stage, it's not even an ugly stage, it's just a maturing stage, is what I want to call it. Actually, it gets to me sometimes, but I'm mostly trying to tend to these edges. Now, I crocheted the ones in the front, and most of them stayed except for my corner ones. These might be the new stubborn locks. I don't know if they just have a lot of new growth all the time or what, but they stay together. None is really unraveling. This one in the front is a little bit, but yeah, it's a little skinny. I'm not gonna crochet my hair again unless it's like splitting. This one right here, I guess, needed one wash to start budding wherever it wanted to. So, and then I get the rose water. Rose water, I spray my hair with this every single day. Like, I think this spray lasts at least 2 months. Spraying my hair with it every day so it's moisturized. It was getting a little hard and dry, and I wanted to get hard, but I don't want it to be dry. No, I don't need that much since it's still a little damp from wash day. The rose water, the brand Do Grow, and it promotes strong, shiny, healthy hair. Botanical oil, vitamin and herb formula, helps eliminate dry scalp, tames frizzies, helps reduce breakage, allowing hair to grow longer. Now, I also wanted to get an anti-breakage spray. But like I said before, your hair doesn't really shed technically when you have locks. It sheds on top of itself or within itself, speeding up or just aiding the process, because that's what's supposed to happen in the first place. You should oil your scalp at least every 3 days, or just however you feel, you know, because you don't want to over oil your scalp. You want your scalp to be able to absorb it and stuff. I'll just shake it. It's wet still, and I put the shower cap back on. You could rinse it out or wash out your shower cap, but there's gonna be like a little rice water residue in there still, and I just leave it on for a little leave-in, whatever. But you want to do it every 2 weeks. You can't do it every day or every couple of days, because then I think it's called protein overload. You don't want to overstimulate, not overstimulate, but just putting too many proteins in your hair can either actually cause breakage or just nothing's gonna happen. I can't remember which one. And we want our hair to grow. That's the goal. And this chair is squeaking like. So those are all the oils I use. There was a lot, but not that much. I would recommend getting 2-ounce bottles of everything because that's the smallest and cheapest, and just mix them all together, and it's gonna add up to that eventually. You know, the majority of that oil is jojoba oil. I'm not gonna lie. And then about this much of the bottle is the do grow, and then everything else is just mixed in there. You can also do coconut oil. I still have not added that in there. You can let this sit on your scalp for however long you want. 3-month videos coming up really soon. We're going by fast. It's a new year. It's 2020. Prosperity. Just making goals. Like, we don't even have to be new person, new me. Just make certain goals or just keep it going, you know? Just keep chasing that bag, you feel me? And also, keep it cozy, baby.
Can't keep being laid on. Oh, you need the money, gon' survive every night.